Are we live? And we are live. Good morning. It's time for our Saturday morning tap in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get it started.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Good morning. All right, let's get Instagram in here in the building. Right now, we got YouTube in the building. Right now, if you're tuned in right now, you're more than likely watching on youtube.com/Shamika Chronicles. So let's go ahead and get some more folks in the building. It's time. It's time to tap in. It's time to unleash. Yes. All right. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Come on, Instagram. Get on in the building. Come on in the room. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, let's get Facebook in the building yet. Facebook is almost here. Woo, hair is big today. Yes. We had to wash in deep condition. So she's ready for work. Ready for work, y'all. Ready for work. All right, Instagram. I see y'all coming in the building. I see y'all getting here. Okay, let's see. All right, so now we got YouTube in the building. We got Instagram in the building. At Shamika Chronicles. And now we are about to get Facebook in the building. At Shamika Chronicles. Come on. Welcome. Good morning, EPAT85. Welcome, Mr. Porker. Happy Saturday. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. Let me go ahead and get my candle lit.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. Y'all, I haven't seen y'all in 2 weeks.
Tap in.
Y'all, last week was amazing, busy, exhausting, but in all those best ways. So get on in here. What's up, Jaylene? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. Okay. Oh, thank you, Mr. Porker. Thank you so much. Always great to see you joining us for Saturday morning tap in. Yes. Okay, great. I have a lot to talk about as usual. As per usual, so much that we can chat about. So we'll be getting started shortly. Today. We are going to be doing more box breathing. We'll talk about why we're doing it again today. It's something that we often go back to because it's a tool to be used, right? And every time you encounter this tool, you have a new experience. Good morning, Bree. What's up, my Bree? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. Big Cat 1970. It's Saturday. It's time. Y'all, you're just joining me. I've already lit my candle. So go ahead, get your candle, get your Palo Santo, get your coffee and your tea. That is wonderful coffee I'm sipping on. And my really great mug from John's Island. Yes. All right. We are going to get this Saturday morning party started. Y'all,
don't never stop.
Let me tell you, when I woke up this morning, I said, thank y'all. Thank you. I thanked y'all in advance for getting me up out of the bed on a Saturday morning when I could have said, you know what, girl, lay down, get some more rest. I said, no, we got some tapping in to do. I am called here with a purpose. There are people who want to tap in with me. So I thank y'all for showing up. Good morning, cousin Jenny. How you doing? Good morning. Yes, I love the conversations happening in the chat right now on Instagram. We got the conversations happening on Facebook. Yes, for my regulars in the house, welcome those who are new to this wonderful, beautiful community of intentionality that we come together to create every Saturday morning, 9:30 Eastern time. And we come here to set intentions because we believe a little bit of intentionality goes a long way. And then we also come here to share stories, to see what's going on in our lives. And then we take a moment to journal. So That is what Saturday Morning Tap-In is about. If you are just tuning in and this is your first time here, welcome. I am Shamika Cotton, your host of Saturday Morning Tap-In. I am an actor, but also an entrepreneur, mentor, spiritual being, nonetheless here to say welcome and to create a safe space for all of us to understand and to tap in to the beauty of each and every one of us, the love that is here, and to just awaken that part of us and to refresh our minds before we go out into the world today, before we get started on our weekend, before we get started in preparing for the next week. We like to come together and just have a nice refresh and reset and reconnect to our divinity inside of each and every one of us. Good morning, neighbor. Hey, Joe, how are you? Good to see you. Good morning, and Acquired Taste. Welcome, welcome, welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap-In. Hey, Sean, welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap-In. All right, so what I would like for us to do, and I do these things because, one, I need to do them, and I am so grateful that you all also do them with me. So we're going to take a moment to do some box breathing. And for those who are new here, box breathing is a wonderful tool. It's really quick. It's just 5 minutes that we're going to do, where you can really take a moment to get grounded simply by using your breath. And what it is that you inhale for 4 counts, you hold it for 4 counts, you exhale for 4 counts, and then you hold it for 4 counts before you inhale again. And it's a wonderful way if you're ever experiencing any anxiety, if you're really worked up, if you could just take a moment to use your breath to really get you centered and tap back into the moment. And so I would love for us to do the box breathing. Thank you for doing it with me. It's just 5 minutes. And then after that, we'll get started. We're going to talk about where I was last weekend at the National Association for Black Journalists Conference in Chicago. And then I just got back in town, and now I'm going to be leaving again tomorrow. So I need to unpack and then repack and then get back up in the air and keep this party going. But in order to do that, I need to make sure my mind is ready to take on all the things that I have planned. So for those who are just joining us, let's go ahead. Let's get this box breathing started. And while you're watching this, or while you're doing this, know that you can do it with your eyes closed and just listen for the audible cue. So whatever way makes you comfortable, but wherever you are, take a moment, get relaxed. Let's tap in. Don't worry about the time. I'll mind the time for us. But this will be some of the best 5 minutes you ever spent on Saturday morning. All right, let me get this pulled up. Wait, that's not the right thing. Good morning. Over on Facebook, we got Robin. Hey, boo. The amazing scribe who wrote my next film project I'll be working on called The Day Elvis Died. We'll talk about that later. I'll tell you all more about it and how you can find out more information about it. So stay tuned. Good morning, Khadija. Hey, boo. It's so good to see you. Welcome. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Tap-In. All right. Stay tuned. Stand by. We are about to do some breathing. All right. Let's get it. Get centered wherever you are, get comfortable. If you're laying down, that's fine too. Or if you're let go of it. Let us. Welcome back. Nothing like some box breathing just to give you a nice little reset. No matter how long it takes you to get to that place of stillness. Because let me tell you, sometimes, I don't know, you all put some hearts in the chat. Does it sometimes take you all a moment just to get to be still? I know, like for me, I feel like I was like still halfway through trying to, Shamika, stop trying to produce the show right now. Just be still. Just trust your breath. Let it go. Like that is what happens sometimes when you're trying to meditate. And every day you'll experience something different. Some days it's easier to get into the stillness, and some days it just takes you a little bit longer. But just know that there is no right or wrong way to do it. There is no right or wrong way to do it. It is just to do it, to practice, to get in the habit of doing it, to tell your body and your mind that I got you, I care about you, and I will create space and time for you to breathe, right? That is one of the ways in which we are able to love on ourselves, to care about ourselves. When we just allow ourselves a moment to breathe and be still and to be present in the moment. I was thinking about when I was working with some actors fairly recently, and they were doing their audition. And I said, I need you to just breathe. I don't care what the pacing of this scene should be. Nobody gets to tell you when you can or cannot breathe. So don't let this audition that you really want, this role that you really want, even that doesn't even get to tell you when you can breathe. You breathe, you take your power back and you breathe. Make time for yourself to breathe. And let me tell you, after they took a moment to breathe, they came to life in the scene because now they had access to all of their faculties. Now they had more access to all of that greatness that was within them. They weren't trying to hold it together, right? They had to breathe and open up and allow space for the air to flow and allow space for the air to catch you so that you can soar. For those who are just joining us, welcome. Welcome to the Saturday Morning Tap-In. We like to set our intentions. So if you haven't already, go ahead and put some intentions in the chat. What intentions would you like to set for today, for this weekend, for the upcoming week? Let us come together and set intentions and hold that space with each other. That's what Saturday Morning Tap-In is all about. All right, I'm going to get one more thing queued up for us for later. We're going to need to, I got to get a number. That's right. I need to get a number for us for the, for our journal prompt. So we have to make sure we do that. Awesome. Okay, there we go. We got our Saturday Morning Tap-In numbers. But how have you all been doing? So last weekend, we were not able to get together because I was in Chicago at the National Association for Black Journalists having an amazing time. Breeze, I love you. I tell you, we are so in sync. Like I was setting that intention this morning as I was getting ready. So thank you. And that, I'm going to get back to last week. But I think that is what starts to happen when you come together as a community and when you commit to be a part of a community. You all start to sync up in a way, right? We all have something that we come together and that we share and bring to the group. And sometimes that thing that we share is an intention. Sometimes that thing that we sync up and share is a thought, right? So I love that dynamic that happens every Saturday. Some call it magic, some call it synchronicity. I just think it is just so wonderful because it just really reaffirms to me that there is purpose in this divine appointment that we do every Saturday, unless I'm traveling or unless I'm working. There is something to be said about that. And also, there is something to be said about pushing through, getting out of your comfort zone, right? Put some hearts in the chat if you had a time this week, or if you can think of a time when you wanted to give up, when you wanted to not show up, but you showed up instead. Put some hearts in the chat if that has been you. Put some hearts in the chat. And I'm going to tell you a little something that I want to share about that I want to share about when you have the opportunity to choose whether or not to go through, whether or not to show up, whether or not to get up, whether or not to give up. What happens when you push through? what happens when you push through? There is a power, there is a blessing, there is a gift that happens inside of you, because you could have chose not to show up. You could have chose to give up, but because you didn't, because you got out of your comfort zone, you just tapped into an extra dose of a blessing, an extra dose of strength, an extra dose of something wonderful happening. So I encourage you, if you have moments this weekend, today, as you go forward this week, where you feel like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I want to give up. Know that you're pushed through. You're getting up, right? You're doing it anyway. Will be blessed. I promise you, it is just a universal law. I've seen it happen time and time again. Bree said, I was definitely out of my comfort zone last week, but it was worth it. Yes, 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 yes. Robin says, we have so much training around breath control. It's probably detrimental in ways. Good point. Yeah, around breath control, right? When it's like, hold your breath, right? That kind of tells you when and how to breathe, right? And there's definitely a time and place for that, learning how to control your breath, especially for singers, especially for actors when we're doing our classical text. You know, we need to figure out how to use our breath. But then there's also a time that you have to allow yourself to say, I'm not doing that right now. Shakespeare singing, I'm going to get to you in a second. I'm going to hold my gut in. I'm going to make my core tight in a minute. But right now, I got to let the belly go. I got to let the belly be free so I can access and breathe into all of those wonderful muscles, to breathe into every molecule and fiber of my being. I got to do that right now. And then I'll get back to those breath control methods. But yes, Robin, exactly. I know, so much training. We want to be such good students that we think it's like, always do that, always, but it's not all the time. There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place. So yes, so definitely last week, I was out of my comfort zone. Y'all, I was absolutely out of my comfort zone. I was at the National Association for Black Journalists conference. It happens every year. Every year is in a different city. And so it just happened to be in Chicago last year. But how did I end up there? How did I end up there? Am I a journalist? No. I mean, I do things that might have aspects that are similar to what journalists do, but am I a journalist? No, I'm not. However, one of my line sisters, Tracy, and I just bless you, Tracy, for putting the thought in my mind and say, I think you should go. I think it would be good for you. So when I was I think it was when we were at homecoming last year that you mentioned this, when you first brought it up to me, that because of the work that I was doing with launching my company, 1010 Talent and Creative Services, which is a talent-centered creative agency, and also launching our internship program, the T3IP internship program, she says, it would be a good idea for you to go to the conference so you can meet more people who may be able to help you so that you can find more talent for your internship program. And I said, yeah, okay, I'll go. And that was, like I said, was October, right? That was October of last year. And as the time went on, I was like, yes, I'm going to go. But as it got closer to getting to the event, I started to think, am I really doing this? Am I really going to do it? You know, I felt inspired to say yes. I didn't know why I said yes when she said it. It made sense. But as I got further away from my yes and closer to the time of the event starting, I started to second guess myself. Like, what am I doing? Why are you about to invest all this time and money going to this conference that is for journalists, right? And I don't know if y'all know, but sometimes as actors, when we do press, we can get real nervous. Okay, I'm just going to tell you. I remember I was on the red carpet for Dear Edward And I don't know who it was, but it was another actor from the show. And they were just talking about like how nervous they were to get out there on the red carpet to do the press. And I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was alone, just getting out there and talking to journalists can sometimes be a little intimidating. And here I am, an actor about to go to a conference just full of journalists. And so I got the hotel and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I got my registration. Yeah, I'm going to do this. And I said, you know what, Shamika, I want you to, as I talk to myself, get real intentional and specific, right? What do you want to get out of this conference? And I went back and forth a lot trying to figure out, okay, what do I want? Right. And I think we talk about this a lot here, setting our intention. What do you want to have happen at this event? And so, I had some things that I wanted to happen and I was journaling and praying, but there was a part of me that was like, the things that I really want to happen, I don't know if they can happen there. I don't know what I can expect to happen there. So I was just like, I wasn't allowing myself to really ask big, right? And I talk about this all the time, right? But let me tell y'all, I'm working the process and the practice all the time. I am not perfect, right? I have moments of doubt. I have moments of anxiousness, but I also have tools and I also have ways in which to deal with it. And then I am so blessed when people come into my life to tell me what I told them. And that is what happened. Another friend of mine, another sister of mine, came to me and she told me about an event that she went to. And she had been praying about this event, what she wanted to have happen. And she reached out to me after the event. And the things that she said happened to her, the synchronistic events, the divine appointments, the divine connections that you see, is like, that ain't nobody but God putting you in the right place at exactly the right time. Like you could have missed that connection had you waited one more second, right? Those type of things, right? Being connected with someone who just happened to be looking for what you have to offer, right? It's just magical things, wonderful things, synchronistic things. And so when she told me her experience about what happened, I was like, yes, I want this to happen for me. Good morning, some more 2K3. Good morning, the Kingford Show. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I'm so glad y'all are coming in at a wonderful time. So when she told me about, what happened for her, I was like, oh, I want to have that same kind of experience. And then I started to be like, but are my prayers specific enough? And she reminded me, she said, Shamika, you always say you can ask for anything, you know this. And so I was grateful to be reminded. And so that unlocked even more clarity in my mind. And I started to journal even more audaciously. And we talked about this a few weeks ago about scripting. I even did some scripting around the event, right? It's when you write down what you would like to have happen, but you write it in the past. You write it in the past tense as if it's already happened. So I even did some scripting in it for the conference in preparation. So I get to the conference, and it's going to be the first day that I'm actually about to go out to now go out and meet everyone. Right? It's Thursday morning. Right. I got in town on Wednesday evening, Thursday morning. Now it's time to get out there, to go to the exhibits, to go to the workshops and the sessions, to get out there and meet people. And before I left my room, and, I have my spiritual practice every morning. I was just praying, and I was just like, God, can I just be real honest? Lord, Lord, okay, I don't know why I'm here. I have no idea. Like, I have an idea, but I was like, I don't know why I'm here. And then I heard the still small voice that said, you can ask me why I had you come here. Here I am trying to figure out to say, this is what I want to have happen. I want to, and this is not to discount the work that I did in preparation. But what I realized in that moment is that I don't have to have it all figured out. In fact, it's even better to say, Lord, what's happening right now? I don't know. What should I want right now? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? What should I want? Right? And it made so much sense because the launching of my company, right? The launching of the internship program, my understanding of my purpose in the industry and in the world, these were God-given desires to me that are, let me tell you, that are so much bigger than me that sometimes I can be like, how am I supposed to fulfill this big vision that you have given me? And in that moment, before I went downstairs to go out and meet people and to be and to take in the exhibits and to stop by the different booths and do the workshops, Spirit said, ask me what you should want. It's okay. You can ask, what should I want from this event? Right? And so I took that time to say, okay, what do I want? Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say? And to whom? Lead the way. Right? Lead the way. And just admitting to myself and taking a moment to where I don't have to pretend that I have it all together and have it all figured out. Allowing myself to be in that vulnerable place of, I don't know, but I'm going to go, right? It allowed me to be open. It allowed me to listen more as I was down there. But you know what we say here, with a little bit of intentionality goes a long way. Setting that intention to listen and to hear and to be led as I go downstairs into this conference. That allowed me to be in the right place at the right time to just say one thing in conversation with someone just casually, and it starts a whole new conversation that just happens to be someone that is there, that is very interested, that has been looking for my internship program curriculum that I've created. Someone that is looking for an opportunity in my company, 1010 Talent and Creative Services. When I tell you my time at the National Association of Black Journalists was so magical, so synchronistic. The meetings, the encounters. There were 2 halls full of exhibits in different booths from companies and schools, right? To be led to these places that I just happen to stop by, something catches my eye, and then we say hello and we get to talking, and it happens to be, oh, now we're talking about a collaboration, a partnership. That's what it's like to be led when you ask to be led. I don't know, but I'm going to go. So I share that with you all, not to mention just the community and the family. It was Black excellence times 1,000. And not only that, it is such an open and welcoming environment where people are willing, and these are journalists and broadcasters in front of the cameras, producers behind the cameras, people in all different areas. Every network you could think of was there. And they are there and they are open to share with you and ask and answer questions. It's like being at a family reunion. Okay, that's what it was like. And they were so receptive, so receptive. Met so many wonderful people. So I have to make sure, and I still have work to do to go through all of my contacts and now reach out to everyone that I met, all of the wonderful people that I met there. It was just, yeah, it was really, really wonderful. So I share that story with you all for today's Saturday morning tap in, just to remind you that a little bit of intentionality, a little bit of just it's of asking, what am I doing? Where am I supposed to be? What do I need to be open to in order to meet the moment? Right? My desire is to meet the moment fully present. So, and that's what I did every morning. I did not leave my room. Do y'all hear me? Because I was not going to miss the moment. No, no, no. That's not why she came there. She came there to meet the moment. So every morning before I went down, I took time to pray and to get intentional before I went down there, to make sure I was ready internally, spiritually, mentally, right? So I could have those heart-to-heart connections, you know? So I share that with you all. I hope that it encourages you, it inspires you, and allows you and equips you to meet the moments that you will face today and this weekend and next week. Okay, so yes, yes, yes. What is this? Tri-City Champion says, I gained so much more respect for seeing you there. Oh, preparing and focusing on your craft. Oh, thank you so much. It was so good to see you. I tell you, I'm looking forward to next year. Are you going next year? Next year, Cleveland, my hometown, is going to be the host. So y'all already know. Y'all already know that I'm going to be there. And let me check our time. Ooh, y'all, our time goes so fast. But I'll tell you another thing. I'm going to share another story. I have to share this with you all. I always have so many things. Like I wake up like, I don't know what I'm going to say. And Spirit be like, quit playing with yourself. You do know what you're going to say. You got so much to say all the time. So it was so interesting. Before I got my flight, and I kind of waited kind of late to get my flight because I was still kind of confused. Like, what am I doing? Are you really going to go through with this, Shamika? Are you really going to show up to a place that you are out of your comfort zone? And so I said, Shamika, if anything, just get your ticket so that you can be in Chicago. Just come on, girl. You can do it. Don't give up. You can do it. So I did something very unusual for me. I ended up getting my ticket to Chicago, but I only got a one-way ticket. And I was like, Shamika, why did you just do that? But I wasn't finding the ticket that I wanted to come back. I wasn't really sure about, when I needed to leave and what I was going to do. But I said, Shamika, just get your ticket there so you can make sure you show up there. And as it was revealed, what's up, honey bad, 1111? As it was revealed that, a couple of days later, I found out, this is what you're going to do. You are going to ride back in the car with your line sister Tracy to Cleveland so you can stop in and see your family. And then you're going to catch the bus down to Cincinnati so you can spend time with your mother on her birthday. And then you're going to fly back from Cincinnati to New York. I had no idea that was the plan in store for me. You understand what I'm saying, you guys? So sometimes when you do something, especially when you're so used to being in control and having things organized, and you're like, why did I just make this decision? This isn't really like me, but it's not a bad decision. It's just unlike me. There could be something else that you're being led to do that will be revealed, right? And if that was not even better than I could have ever imagined, I got a chance to go spend time with my dad and my nieces and my stepmom and my uncles. And then I got a chance to go home to be with my mom for her birthday and spend time with my family, my brothers, my nieces and nephews. This is the journey that we are on when we talk about being intentional and allowing time and space for us to connect with our inner compasses. Okay, you guys, I don't want to go on too much about it. Red Diva, thank you so much. Harris Harry. But yeah, so I really hope that the stories that I'm sharing opens your eyes to what is possible as you walk your walk into whatever great moment that you are called to meet, right? Because I guarantee everyone here is called to meet a moment of greatness, right? And you have to be in tune with yourself. You got to be able to hear it and feel it, right? So thank you all. Let's go ahead and get some intentions started. I saw some intentions come in. Let me, I'm going to get a number written down. Let me write this number down. This is going to be a number between, a number between 1 and 35. A number between 1 and 35. I've written it down. Whoever gets closest to that number is going to be who picks the number for our journal prompt. So go ahead, put the number in the chat. A number between 1 and 35. Put your numbers in the chat as I get ready to get our intentions. Stephen, I know it was you. Thank you for coming over here on Facebook. Stephen is like, I know I'm some more in both places. It's so good to see you here over on Saturday Morning tapping in on Instagram and Facebook. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, we're doing so good on time. Keep it up, Shamika. Keep it up. Intentions. So I saw freedom, and I also saw something from Robin. Robin wrote calm, peace, and serenity. Freedom, calm, peace, serenity. Awesome. Any more intentions that people want to add before we move forward with setting our intention, and then we go right into our journal prompt? Honey Bad, I was just looking at our pictures from the event. Did I ever send you the picture? I need to send you that picture. It was a picture of us hugging right in front of a Step and Repeat. Oh, okay. Acceptance. You got it, boo. I got you. And acceptance. Okay. And so go ahead, y'all, and put numbers in the chat between. Okay. Oh, y'all have already been doing that. Oh, come on, y'all. Accept. We got self-love. All right. I know we got a little lag, so I'm sorry. We're going to wait a little bit. We got hope. I see you, Elizabeth. Yes, we're going to get some hope in there. And what I'm so excited about is that as we set these intentions and hold this space with each other, and even though someone else may have put it in the chat, right, it automatically, as you hold this space with us, applies to you, right? It's like a gift that you get to give yourself. All right. Awesome. Okay, great. Copy that. I'm going to put this. Oh, okay. Accountability. Okay, I was almost about to do it. Okay. Accountability. Yes. Woo, thank you, God. And I'm excited because I need some of all of these. Red Diva says it's been it's been a rough ass week with me doubting my abilities. Confidence. I'm going to put that in there too. Confidence, because I don't think we have that. Awesome. I'm just going to throw that in there for you. All right. All right. We got that. That's going to be our intentions. I'm going to pin that. I'm pinning that in Instagram, and then I'm going to throw it up on the screen here on Facebook and YouTube. So everyone, let's just take a moment to do some collective breathing together. All right. And just center ourselves. We've already opened up and we've already set the tone for this space, right? I don't know if you can feel it, but there's so much love here. There's so much openness already here, right? We've already started to clear the way, right? So let's just take a moment to take a nice intentionally cleansing inhale as we allow ourselves to become more present in this moment. We inhale and exhale. Allowing yourself to let go of any tension that you may be feeling in your body. Just checking in with your feet, your hands, your eyebrows. If you're holding any tensions in your shoulders, are your shoulders up? If they are, drop them. If you're holding your belly, you can let it go right now. You can hold your core tight later. But for right now, we are breathing. We are open. Let's take another cleansing inhale. We inhale. And as we exhale, we let go of the tension in those areas that we may have identified that we're still trying to hold on. We let go, knowing that in this moment we are right now divinely supported, divinely supplied, divinely connected, intentionally connected. There is no coincidence that we are here right now in this moment together. You have been brought together. We have been brought together to connect, to tune in and to tap in and to turn on these very attributes within ourselves. For we know that anything that we may identify as missing is what we have not brought to the moment. So we turn on these aspects within us so that we can meet our moments fully available, fully present. And in this space of intentionality, we turn on and we activate freedom. Just breathe that in. Freedom. Whatever situation comes to mind when you think of freedom, or whatever situation comes to mind that may have you bound, speak to that moment. I am free. I set myself free. Free to be present in the moment. Free and open to receive all the goodness. I am free. Maybe you are holding on to something, a grudge with someone, or holding on to a situation that did not go the way you expected, and you're still holding on to it. I encourage you to let it go. Let it free. Freedom. And it is in this place of freedom and openness that we open ourselves to be calm. We open ourselves to peace. We open ourselves to clarity, mental clarity, spiritual clarity, clarity in the way our bodies move and express, peace and serenity. Praying together, God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let there be serenity. Let there be courage. I am courageous. I am wise. There is a divine wisdom that is right now in, as, and through each and every one of us. So we say in this moment, in this intentionality setting session, let it be, open up, have your way, wisdom, inner knowing. We are open and receptive. We open ourselves right now to be more loving of ourselves, acknowledging that this very moment of intentionality is a form of love, radical self-love. Saturday morning tap-in is radical self-love. We are saying, stop the day. We are going to make time for ourselves because we deserve it. Radical self-love. Thank you. We are grateful for the hope that is right now being birthed and fulfilled in, as, and through us. Thank you for the energy to push through, to not give up. Thank you for the energy to get up when we have a tendency to give up. The energy to show up. Thank you for refueling our hope in those areas where we may feel like it's not happening. Thank you for a new dose of hope, new visions of what is possible, new guidance of what to do. with our hope, knowing that we will not be disappointed as we move in love. Grateful for those who come together to help us be accountable. Grateful for those who are right now being drawn to us to help us be accountable. Grateful for those spaces where we are able to show up for others as their accountability partners. Grateful for the grace as we navigate life. Affirming that we are confident in our gifts and our talents and abilities, confident that there is purpose in each and every person tapped in right now. Confident in our competency. Let us be confident. Give us the ideas to practice our competency. Because to get confidence, you must practice competency to prove it to yourself. Help us to see ourselves as the divine spiritual beings that we are, perfect, whole, and complete, able to do what we have been called and put on this earth to do. Thank you for this moment of intentionality. It is so, and so it is. I just want to thank everyone that is here right now for this powerful intention setting. Let's just take a moment to be still, because that was so powerful. If you need to put your hand on your heart, you may need to hug yourself, to touch yourself, put your hand on your stomach, wherever. Feel the vibrations in your body that have right now been activated, tuned in, turned on. All right. Honey Bad says, yes, breathing in, listening to your body through your nose, out through the nose or the mouth, whatever is best for you. Absolutely. Just breathe. Just breathe. Listen to the vibes in your body. Yes. Our bodies are always talking to us. And these Saturday morning tap-ins allow us to hear ourselves. Sometimes if we don't get still, we're not able to hear ourselves. And so you may find that you're able to hear something differently. Finally. All right. So Instagram. Let's see what we have for the numbers. I'm going to scroll up and see what the numbers are. I'm going to just double check also. Okay, so yeah, no one did numbers on Facebook and YouTube. They're all over here on Instagram. And I have the number, and I just want to see if there were duplicates of the number. So we did have duplicates of the number. So I have to go with the first one that put the number in. And you know, I'm really not surprised that we have that of all the numbers between 1 and 35, that people put in the number that I wrote down. The number I wrote down, let me make sure you can see it. 17. And the first person to put that number in the chat was, hold on, wait, who was 17 first? The first person to put that in the chat was you, Stephen. It was some more, right? 17. Wait. Let me double check. Yes. No, it was you twice. Was it you twice? I think so. Oh, it's just you just reiterating 17. I said what I said, right? Okay, wonderful. So let me go ahead and put this up on the screen. I would love for you to pick a number. And Instagram, I am going to shut down the live and come back because y'all know Instagram, they are not playing when it comes to these lives. So if you want, we're about to journal for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. You can always come on over to YouTube or Facebook, but I am going to shut it down and bring it back up. So, but first, let's get what our journal prompt will be. All right, Stephen, which number on the screen would you like? Oh, let me move myself out the way. I'm in the way. Get out of the way. Ooh, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to do that. All right. Which number on the screen would you like to pick for the journal prompts? All right, and I'm looking to see what number. Hey, Sora, Angie, I was just talking about you, about how you just encouraged me and inspired me. All right, Stephen, where you at? Are you here still? Are you here still? All right, I know there's a slight lag, so I'll give you a few more seconds to pick a number off of the screen. If not, we'll go to the next number that is closest to it. No, you're still here. Okay, pick a number. Did you put it in the chat already? Can you see my screen? Can you see it? Okay, you over here. Okay, so which number on the screen? These numbers are available for journal prompts. Pick a number so we can journal. So while we're waiting for Stephen to pick a number that's on the screen, what we're doing is we are going to journal for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and get my timer ready. And I encourage you, the prompt is what takes us down on the page. But if you could commit to moving your pen or pencil across your page for the full 10 minutes and 10 seconds, even if you answer the journal prompt in one sentence, just allow whatever else to come out that wants to come out. All right, 71. All right, here is our journal prompt for today. Today is August 10th, 2024. Stephen is the selector, and it is this. It is this. Ask yourself, what else could this mean? Focus on an unpleasant recent experience with a new perspective. Ooh, okay, here we go. Let me read that again. Ask yourself, what else could this mean? Focus on an unpleasant recent experience with a new perspective. That is the journal prompt. Wow, that's delicious. So let's go ahead. The timer has started. We are journaling for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. We begin. All right, let me get this journal prompt up on the screen. Ooh, I love this. We are journaling. I wonder what I'm gonna come up with on this one. But I tell you, I start journaling and I'm like, I never even thought of that. That's what I love about journaling. All right, look at how God works. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm so glad. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I'm so glad that you're here. I'm glad that you found us. Yep. Saturday morning tap-ins every Saturday. The real Malako. I don't know. I'm going to get it wrong, but bless you. Thank you. Okay. All right. We are journaling. There we go. Malak. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Malak. 8 minutes, 35 seconds to go. This is a deep one, y'all. All right. In 2 minutes, Instagram is actually, while we're journaling, I'm going to shut down Instagram. Y'all come on back over. Stay here on Instagram. I'll bring it back up. But if you want to, you can also come over to youtube.com/Shamika Chronicles. We're also there. What's up, Sue? Sue, I'm shutting down Instagram, but we'll be right back up. Okay. See you in a second. We're journaling. Okay. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to take a screenshot. All right, we're journaling, you guys. We're journaling over here on Instagram and Facebook. We are journaling. All right, we're about to be back up and going. Okay, we're back. We're back up on Instagram. All right, y'all. Okay, put the journal prompt in the comments. No, that's not. Okay, well, I can't do that. All right, the journal prompt is up on the screen. Retype it. Welcome back, y'all. There's the journal prompt. It is in, I pinned it on Instagram. All right, cool. All right, let me get started. 6 minutes to go. We are journaling. I'm gonna put my glasses on this time. All right. Welcome to those who are just joining us. We are doing our Saturday morning tap in. We are wrapping up the show. We're on our journaling portion. And the journal prompt is pinned to the comments. What's up, Melanin Beauty? Welcome. Mama Rasta, welcome. Welcome back, Red Diva. Hmm. 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go. Oh, okay. I got something. Okay. I got something. We're journaling. Okay. I got 4 minutes to write it though. Okay. Welcome back, Elizabeth. So glad you came back. Oh yeah, that's another one. Okay, see what I mean? Yeah, that's another one. I'm telling you. I'll write out. I love journaling, y'all. I just love this. Okay, Shamika, focus. 1 minute, 49 seconds to go. Three seconds. Marked out. Come on. Period. Whew. Got it. Okay, we have done it. Journal, 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Give yourself some credit. If you did the journal prompt with us, you took some time to allow your mind to process thoughts. Give yourself some credit. Radical self-love, right? In such simple and gentle ways. But also with community, right? Sometimes we need that. I know I do. That's why I do the tap-ins, because I do well with community. Coming together. Can somebody hold my hand while I do this? Can somebody show up with me so I can show up for myself? Not alone, you know? Stephen says, yes and yes. Exactly. Yes and yes. We are not meant to do this thing alone. Not at all. Not at all. So I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. All right. So as we do every Saturday morning tap in, I share, or we share, what we can share what you wrote. You can share a new idea that came to you. Remember, your journal is your journal. That's your personal thing. But if there's something you want to share, feel free. We welcome you to share your aha moments. You never know how something that occurs to you could be a big aha and breakthrough moment for someone else tuning in. And did I mention that we save these Saturday morning tap-ins on YouTube? So sometimes people tap in not actually on Saturday, but they're tapping in, maybe they're tapping in later this afternoon or another day, or maybe a year from now, or 2 years from now, or whenever. And the things that we share here, the things that we talk about here, they bless people outside of space and time, right? So yes. All right. So if you have something to share from today's journal prompt, feel free to get it ready. I'm trying to make sure I know that there's a lag, so I don't want to miss anyone. I hate when I am wrapping up the show, or after I end the show, and I realize I didn't share someone's comment or journal moment. So feel free to go ahead and get those in. Awesome. Here we go. Stephen says, I'll share a little. Troubled times don't have to be your final curtain call. It can be your sign to reset. You need to go ahead and just post that as a post on Instagram, on X. That's a word. Troubled times don't have to be your final curtain call. It can be your sign to reset. Hello, that's a word. Thank you so much, Stephen, for sharing that. Absolutely. Reese is back. Robin is back. All right. Checking in. I'm going to go ahead and share what I wrote. Remember, it's my journal. It don't have to make sense, right? You could have said, you know what? I know that was the journal prompt, but I wanted to write something else. And I had my own aha moment. That's what it's all about. Just the fact that you journaled is what the Saturday morning tap-in is all about. Like I say, the prompt gets us down on the page. So Brees says, I don't know what it meant, but my starter went out on my car on Thursday, but it got fixed yesterday. Okay. Doesn't know what it meant, but it got fixed. Yes. You know, I don't know either. I won't profess to know, but I do know that the resources showed up to get it fixed for you. So that's amazing. That's amazing. You'll have to tell me. I'm sure it will come to you, because when we ask the question, let me tell you, the other day, I was running around the apartment trying to do a self-tape, y'all, and I stubbed my toe. Y'all, let me tell you, the scream that I did I was like, okay, Lord, what does this mean? Okay, order my steps, first of all. What do I just said, okay, let me go within and say, what does this mean? And I just prayed, like, order my steps, because right now I'm running around here, give me peace. So sometimes it can give you an idea of something to just kind of activate or pray about. So that's something that I did. That's what I should have wrote about. I should have wrote about when I stubbed my toe this week. Thank God nothing was broken, but still, that stuff be hurting. Why does it hurt so? Like these toes, I tell you, they're so sensitive. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up today's Saturday morning tap in. Here is what I wrote. The prompt was, and if you have something you want to share, feel free. I'll get to it right after we get done with this. All right, ask yourself, what else could this mean? Focus on an unpleasant recent experience with a new perspective. And this is what I got, y'all. Wow, I really need to think about this, because I am so used to immediately alchemizing things and turning them around. So I usually have wonderful experiences. But I think about the other day when I had so much work to do. I had deadline after deadline. And then projects were also asking me to film things. And I felt overwhelmed, like I didn't have time. And then it hit me. This is exactly what I had prayed for. My company thriving, being in multiple acting projects at one time. It was happening. So I blessed each opportunity and asked for help, hunkered down and trusted God, and it all worked out. One of those projects that I was doing, Robin, I know you hear, but let me tell you, me trying to get those pictures for the poster for the day Elvis died, you all, that's one of my next projects coming up, going over to Instagram, and you'll see me talking about how beautiful this story is. But we're right now in the throes of fundraising and getting things together. And so we are working on getting the poster together. So we needed some images. And so I was really trying to get the pictures done before I left New York, but I had deadline after deadline, and I wasn't able to do it until I actually got to my hotel room in Chicago. And it turned out that was actually the better place for it to happen. At the time, I was stressed, like, I got to get this done. We're on a deadline. But as it turned out, I couldn't have gotten better pictures, better atmosphere than what I got when I was in Chicago. So just trust the process. As my last Instagram post said, trust the process, keep taking inspired steps, and know that it's all working out for your good. All right, you all, this has been an amazing Saturday morning tap in. Robin said, Elizabeth, our director is here. Hi, Elizabeth, welcome. Yes, you all, go on over to @theDayElvisDied. Check out more about the film. And yes, I am so grateful that each and every one of you tuned in and tapped in with us. I will see you all next Saturday for Saturday morning tap in, 9:30 Eastern time, right here on youtube.com/Shamika Chronicles, Facebook, Shamika Chronicles, or Instagram @Shamika Chronicles. I love you and appreciate you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your weekend, and a very powerful week. I'll see you next time.